2-1 defeat here at Wembley. What's your thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, I find it. I was never predicting a win out of this result, to be honest. Anyone who did, I'd like to understand what their rationale was behind that. We played against a side who basically completed a lot of. They completed the problems that was in their starting 11. They made some key signings, and this was against a side, that's us, who made 0 signings, and you could still see some of the falters from last season. That was just coming back at us. I mean, obviously, first 20 minutes, they had that offside goal, and then after that we showed up a little bit, but then, Vorm. We basically lost due to goalkeeping errors. Vorm just behind his line and punched it. I don't know why it would kill him to just go a little bit forward from his line. And then obviously in the second goal, it was butterfingers, just like in cricket. The ball sips from his hands, and Firmino taps it in, and yeah, limbs from the Liverpool end, just like that.
I just want to pick up what you said before. You'd be surprised about anyone who backed Tottenham to win today. Surely, in the big games, this is where Spurs needs to start stepping up their game. They've done it before. They've beaten Liverpool before. Why could they have had no chance of winning this game today?
Okay, I'll rephrase on what I said. I was predicting a draw from the start. I didn't think that we were doomed to play there, but I would have taken a draw. I would have literally, I would have ripped a limb off to take a draw like that, because Liverpool, I hate saying this, but I actually think they will win the league. I think they will. Not 100%, because obviously there's City as well, but Liverpool have made some signings, and Klopp might have actually got it right. And yeah, they were just like, it was just Liverpool. It was just Liverpool's game, really. They could have beaten us 5 or 6-0, but they screwed it up on some of their chances and couldn't quite make it. So I will never say that I'll take a 2-1 defeat, but I will say it's just as well we only lost 2-1.
Okay, in terms of Poch, obviously he's taken over a team that was sort of failing in Sherwood, and he's brought Tottenham to Champions League. He's taken you quite far, but has he come as far as he can? Has he passed his peak, Pochettino?
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a common occurrence that with a lot of Tottenham fans, that if you you have to be 100% by Pochettino, and you can't criticise him, or you can give him that little bit of criticism, and then all of a sudden that means you want the manager out. The way I see it is that if you told me 3 years ago that we would be getting top 4 for the next 2 or 3 years, I'd laugh it straight at your face. That ain't going to happen. Poch has done that. Fair play to him. But obviously we as fans want more. We want to see this club, because now that we've like challenged for the title twice, we could build from there. And obviously Poch hasn't done that. Poch has got a funny attitude when it comes to trying to win cups, and I was very, very cheesed off, I'll keep it clean, at the FA Cup semi-final. Obviously, once again, starting Vorm, so that's the same mistakes. And what he hasn't done, and that's not technically his fault, that's the board's fault, is the signings, like I said. And this isn't just this game where we've been told we've got to make some signings. Wickham. We started our starting 11 against Wickham. All of them were bench players that were in the starting 11. And we were 2-0 down at one point. And that was against a League 2 side. So
does it show your depth isn't good enough, your squad depth?
It shows that our squad depth is good as a starting 11, but when there's injuries like that, without Lloris, without Ali, and Son coming back from South Korea, and Kane still feeling tired, we need to build from there. If we can build from there, make some signings, just like what Liverpool did, then this result could have been a completely different result. Obviously, of course, that's hindsight, and yes, I'm annoyed because I'm looking back at the past. But it's just really worrying that we lose to Watford and lose to Liverpool, and it's 2 games lost on the trot, just like that.
And in terms of Klopp and Poch, obviously both managers in desperate need really of winning some sort of trophy for their respective fans and for the board. Who needs it more though? Is it Klopp or is it Poch?
The answer to your question is the club that fights for it more. Pochettino in the past has shown a very funny attitude towards cups, like I've said. You know, it's difficult really. Would you rather have top 4 and no cup, or a cup and no top 4? But then if you look at it again, what difference does it make? Van Gaal won an FA Cup and got sacked, and that was when United were in a bit of turmoil for the last few seasons, because obviously Moyes ruined them. Obviously we want a cup so badly. I want a cup. I'm sick and tired of people I'm sick and tired of those gooners, those mugs down the road telling us, what have you ever won? Thinking that they've just all of a sudden got a new manager and then they're winning some mediocre games. They're back at it all of a sudden and they're still singing at us, what have we ever won? We played more exciting football in the last few seasons than some of your teams that are supposed to be winning the title. And still we get that disrespect. I want that disrespect.
But listen, I mean, I hate you because when Arsenal are playing good football and they weren't winning a trophy for the past, 9 years or it was before the FA Cup, they were getting stick because they're all playing good football and Arsenal fans are loving it, but they weren't winning the trophy for that barren period. So now it's come to Spurs and it's now your time to say, you know what, you are playing good football, but you're not getting any trophies.
Yeah, but the only difference is, though, Arsenal took selfies in the changing rooms whenever they made it into top 4 spot. That's the only difference. So please, mate, don't compare us to an Arsenal.
I'm just saying, it's a similar sort of thing. The criticism is a similar sort of thing in terms of, okay, Spurs play good football. Everyone loves talking about Spurs, but when are they going to be recognised as a big club within the trophy? Surely.
Again, it depends what trophy. I would obviously take a League Cup. I would take that. Yeah. A League Cup win is what I want. And listen, if we can't win an FA Cup, then we've got to go for a League Cup. Simple as. And if we can't do that, we go for an FA Cup, vice versa. We've got to win a cup, and I don't care any cup, and I don't want some smelly pre-season cup, all right? I don't want that, okay? A real cup that would give us a budget, a real cup that would give us a budget for some signings, and a real cup where we'll just shut everyone up. Simple as. Finally,
Hugo Lloris, you obviously know what's happening during the week, and he's got a little charge for that. He wasn't stripped as a captain from Spurs. Pochettino is keeping with him. Was that the right decision, or do you think he should have been maybe given to someone like Kane?
Yeah, so the big problem was obviously Lloris was still partying from the World Cup. And obviously he was found like that in that state. Look, clubs are not the law. They don't make the laws, and I know they're role models and that. Look, he's been given a punishment. They did fine him and all of that. Is that really enough, or do we have to abide to some sort of, okay, maybe not political correction, but a social construct of showing that we discipline punishments like you would to any normal person? Do you know what I mean? He's been fined, stripped off the captaincy or not, that's down to Poch. I feel like we as fans are here to watch the games and pass our opinions on. Anything that goes behind closed doors, that is down to whatever Mauricio Pochettino has to say or do, or whatever his opinion is.
You haven't answered my question. If you were Poch, what would you do? Strip or not?
If it doesn't affect his performance, yeah, why not strip him?
Okay, cool. He wants Lloris out, Kane in.
Whoa, twisting my words.
As a captain, you probably prefer Kane.
He did all right in the World Cup, why not?
Cool. So it's finished Spurs 1, Liverpool 2 here at Wembley. Liverpool, 5 wins out of 5. Are they on for the title now? Spurs, 2 losses in a row. Is the Pochettino effect wearing off? Make sure you check out all of our other fan cams over here, and we'll see you soon.